everybody. It's Robert with Faith Family Farm and Food. We made some modifications to the brooder. We've actually got some chicks in today, and we'll get into that in a minute. If y'all remember, I took this and I made this big monstrosity that stood up like this tall and everything. Way over engineered, way overbuilt. Then I took it down, and this was one big lid, one big chamber, and this thing is over 6 feet long. So what I did is I went in and I divided the roof in half. I put reinforcements here on each corner. I'm waiting on some hinges to come in. So I put double hinges on each one. I put a chain here so we can open the lid and not have to hold it. And I also divided it in half. This is plenty enough space for, 50 chicks, easy. And then we'll put the heater in there, their feeder and their water. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I also put it on wheels so that we can move it around easier to clean out from underneath it. Chicks make a tremendous amount of mess. And that way we can put cardboard down, we can put newspaper down, or we can put trays down, whatever it is you want to put down there, whatever you've got, you can put underneath it, put some tin underneath it, whatever you've got, you can put underneath it and then just roll this away. It was always a big hassle to move this thing anywhere because it was so heavy and so awkward. You had to put it on a dolly, you had to get the tractor and move it, whatever. Now you can just roll it. So some modifications I made. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I've got air holes in either side, but chicks are generally cold natured, so I didn't want to put a whole lot. Plus we've got the bottom is this 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch hardware cloth. That's what the bottom's made out of, so you've got airflow. That's the other benefit of having it up on wheels. We've got that airflow. We can put bedding down, shaving, stuff like that. We put that down to kind of give them areas that doesn't have that airflow, like underneath the heater. We bought a brooder heater. Those things are great. They use a lot less electricity than those lights. They're a lot safer than the lights. We've all heard the horror stories of people setting their house on fire. I have a personal friend of mine put out one of those heat lamps and burned her barn to the ground. So some things to keep in mind. So hey, hope y'all like, subscribe, give me some comments, some feedback. Let's have a conversation and do something great for somebody. All right, I'll see you later. We got our barred rocks in. We decided to go with barred rocks because they have statistically speaking, they have a better laying rate. They're a dual purpose bird. We can feed them out, lay. We can also harvest them for meat. They're a good bird. A lot of laying hens, just their taste is off and the yield's not that great. We've raised these before. We've also raised Buff Orpingtons. I love the Buff Orpingtons. The problem is their lay rate doesn't add up to these. And when you're talking about trying to feed your family and stuff, you got to look at that kind of thing. These are also considered to be a little better dual purpose bird. So what we've got, y'all saw the changes that I made. We've got a divider in here. I've got the heater already heating up, water, chick starter. A lot of people I hear, I don't use chick starter. I highly recommend it. And then I have the starter, which has electrolytes and other stuff. It just really gives them off to a good start. So generally what I do is I'll take them, dip a beak. Hey, there's the water. I like to do that. Some people do, some people don't. That's entirely okay. That's what I do. If nothing else, it makes me feel better. Some people say, hey, if they can't find the water, natural selection. But that's just what I do. Now, I've also got cardboard underneath. We're in our shed, just because it's easier that way. Than being cold-natured. It's April, it's a week after Easter. So we still get a little bit of cool temperatures, not too much. But like this morning, we woke up and it was, I think, below 60 degrees. So yeah, it can cool off. So we've got one that's already found the food. Now you see, they're gonna climb up there, they're gonna poop and everything. That's what they do. They've already walked in the water, and I ain't even finished unloading the box yet. This is all new to them. These chicks are only about a day old. They chipped yesterday. So oftentimes I'll put rocks in there, but I've kind of gotten away from that just because it seemed like my experience is I just haven't had to do it. It hadn't really had a benefit.
And we will be adding shavings after I get through recording this.
Daddy, one's sleeping. One's sleeping.
He chilling?
Yeah, he's sleeping. Now he's awake.
We purchased these from Ideal. They're here in Texas. We're in Southeast Texas. The other thing about the barred rock is they're very heat tolerant. Because we're here in Southeast Texas, that's important. We used to buy from one of the other big hatcheries. And I'm not saying anything bad about them. We're not sponsored by Ideal or anything like that. But we've just had a better survival rate. The prices are comparable. So, I mean, if I can spend my money at home, that's what I'm going to do. And I've just had better luck with this. Not saying the other one is bad. That's just what it is. Now, they're already starting to eat and walk in their medicated stuff. And then also they've eaten the granules, they're drinking the water. So I'm not concerned. They all seem to be healthy. We have 100% survival. This is a Producer's Pride brooder. I've got it set up on the highest because it's not wintertime and the shed kind of holds the heat a little bit. So I have it up on the highest, as in the tallest setting. And it's set on brood. This has two different temperatures. It has heater and has brooder. Heater uses more wattage and it gets hotter. It's more for wintertime. This is set on brooder, just gives them a warm place to go, like at night or something like that. They can go there, and you see there's already some underneath there. And they can get out of the light and things like that. So, again, I'm not sponsored by Ideal. I'm not giving them a plug. I'm just telling you because that's what we do. We find something that works, we share it with each other. Well, this works. Like I said, you see I've got 100% survival. They notified us yesterday they were going in the mail. We got a call from the post office this morning. These barred rocks are affordable. Ideal, like I said, I can't complain. The price was right. The service is right. I just can't complain. Okay, so we've got the shaving spread. This will stay down here for 6 hours. After 6 hours, we'll pull it. They'll have eaten what they're going to eat, and because we don't want to leave it set out. We've got 25 hens, 2 roosters, what we're supposed to have. We don't buy straight run because it's too much of a gamble. I know it's a little cheaper that way, but if we were just raising straight meat birds, and that's all they were for, I'd buy straight run. But we're also looking at reproducing, incubating, so we want to be very specific in what we have. We will monitor how the chicks are. This may be up too high, maybe turned not hot enough. What we'll do is come in the evening and in the early morning, we'll see if the chicks are bunched up, then we know we need to turn it up. If they're still kind of meandering, because they'll get out from underneath the heat if it's too hot. If it's too cold, they'll bunch up and keep each other warm. So, and as you can see, they're drinking the water. They always make a mess. That's just what they do. I have cardboard underneath so the floor doesn't get messed up. And again, I highly recommend the barred rock. Well, I'm glad you came along with us for this. Give me some comments. I know a lot of y'all out there that are watching this, y'all raise birds too. Let me know what you think. Give me some suggestions. Give me what your opinion is on the barred rock or the buff, or what do you raise? What kind of birds do you raise and what for? So let me know. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. If nothing else, it makes me feel good to know that somebody else is enjoying the content that we're putting on here. This isn't a normal homestead channel. We show you the good, the bad, the ugly. This is our life. This is what we do. We go to work, we go to church, give God all the glory, raise our family. That's what we do. I know y'all are doing the same thing. We go on this journey together and learn off each other. Hey, go out and do something great for somebody, bless somebody else. Y'all have an awesome day.